friends, welcome back to my corner of the internet. As you guys can see from the title, today we're doing a get ready with me because I have something to chit chat with you guys about because I was not aware of this, but maybe you guys were, and I'm just out of the loop as usual. So today I want to use two shadow sticks that I have recently purchased, and I wanted to try them out on camera with you guys. So I'm going to do the Urban Decay one as well as the Too Faced. I'm going to put these two together. I already have primed my eyes because I need to let that set. So I already did that. And I think today we're going to use this palette because I want to. So we're going to just put something in the crease just to get our day started, shall we? So we're going to put this in our crease. Let me just move my stuff over so then I can see what I'm doing. So you guys, weather update. You guys know I always tell you guys about my weather. Gloomy, not rainy, gloomy. I have Emilio out that door. That's why it's kind of cracked, because he's trying to come in and out at the same time. He's torn right now because his brother's outside, and his brother likes to be adventurous, so he has yet to come back in. And Emilio is very homebody-ish. He likes to go outside, do his business, come back in. He's not one to venture off, at least not in the cold. Maybe summer might be a little bit different for him since he's short-haired, but he's out there and he keeps meowing because he wants me to go look for his brother. I just did. His brother's not coming in, so I'm letting Rafael just explore a little bit. Our neighbors have their landscaping out there, so I highly doubt he went far. All right, we're gonna grab this Urban Decay in the color Toasty. If you want to see swatches of all of these, I put these all on my Instagram as well as my YouTube. Ooh, that is so pretty. On my YouTube feed. I don't know, we might not need. I'm gonna put this more on like the outer part, and this does have some sort of glitter to it. Oh, I like this color. So we're gonna put this, kind of like blending it out more on this side over here, because we're gonna use the Too Faced one. And these are budget proof. When I swatched these on my hand, boy, did these take forever for me to take them off. I had to actually use makeup remover to take these off. So I know these are gonna be really good, and Urban Decay tends to be really good with that. They came out with liquid eyeshadows as well. But I'm not one to purchase a lot of liquid eyeshadow because I won't go through them as quickly. And I don't want them to go to waste. So I didn't purchase any of those. So I did these shadow sticks. And they came out with like 8 shades. I think I only bought like 4. Only 4. That's still a lot. But these are so pretty. And they have a lot of like glittery glisten. It doesn't look like it'll fall out, but we'll see if I get any fallout throughout the day with these. And then the Too Faced shade I want to use is called Fairy Dust, which is more of like this pinky shade. So we're going to put this on the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. And just kind of accentuate that to mix it in with this gold. We'll see how that goes. They're very similar. Oh, look, you guys can see that. Very similar in how it glides, but dang, this Too Faced one has a lot more glisten than base. Feel like the one from Urban Decay has more base to it. I'm gonna be a glittery person today. We'll see if these fall out anywhere. Let me see. I don't see any fallout. We're going to go back in with that brush that we did with our crease and just like buff a little bit more up here. I'm just going to bring in a little bit more wedge. Very gently. These definitely are a lot more glittery than any drugstore one that I have. And it has like a lot more sophisticated glitter. You could definitely see that these don't have as much like a lot of base. I could still see like my skin a little bit, but not a ton. It's really pretty. All right, so we're going to see Toasty, and this is Fairy Dust. So these two are the ones that I used today. I'm trying out a new, what do you call it, sunscreen that was sent to me in PR. I'm testing it out. You can see it's very glowy. I've had it on now for about an hour or so, not even, probably like 30 minutes or so. But I was waiting to see if this pills, because I do have one that I do enjoy, but it pills, and I don't like to wear it under makeup. This one doesn't seem to pill, which is nice, because the other one I cannot use with makeup. I can only use that one when I am not wearing any makeup at all. And this one has a slight white cast to it, but it's not that bad. So this might be my go-to. I don't know. I have never tried this brand. I have seen it, but I've never tried it. All right, you guys. So my usual, I'm just putting on everything else because I don't have much that is new yet up until this point. So we're just going to go with it until I have new stuff to share with you guys as far as makeup goes. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that was brought up to my attention, and I didn't even know this was a thing. Maybe because I have kids that my children wouldn't really ask for this for their birthday, wouldn't request this necessarily. Maybe my oldest, but she's more of like in the category of the teenager that I could actually see this happening to or requesting this from. Not necessarily somebody who's 10 and under. And this is what I've been hearing. And I'm just like, really? Is this a thing that is going on? Bear in mind, I tell you guys all the time that I live in a rural area. I have to drive 20-25 minutes to most places when I need to purchase anything. So it's kind of like a shocker to me that this is actually something that's going on in my area, because I figured it would be more in like the city area or more of like a popular area, but it might be people are driving onto this. So what I'm talking about is, I'm curious to know if any of you guys have ever heard of this, but Ulta hosts birthday parties for kids. So my sister has a friend who told her that, I don't know if it's like a friend of a friend or if it was this actual friend, they were supposed to hang out or something. I don't remember the details of the story, but all I remember is this stuck out at me. So I wanted to tell you guys about it because I found it fascinating. That someone's 10-year-old daughter was invited to a birthday party at Ulta before they opened up. So the birthday party was like at 9:30 in the morning. Typically, I believe Ulta opens up around 10, I think. I don't remember. And what my explanation of this whole party is that they pull out a table and they have all the party people invited sit around this table, and you get like a makeover, you get a facial, you get to pick out items that are included in the purchase of this birthday party. I don't know how much this is. And I was told it was before hours. Like, you have this party, like before they open up the store is when they do these parties. But what stuck out at me was this was a birthday party for a 10-year-old. What 10-year-old needs a facial? What 10-year-old needs makeup? What 10-year-old is into that kind of stuff? I have been 10 and I don't ever remember being so into that. Like, and I've always been a girly girl. Like, don't get me wrong, I've always been a girly girl, but not to the extent where that's where I wanted my birthday party and my friends. Like, I don't know, is this a thing? Am I gonna have my youngest be invited to this? And like, what do I do? Because I don't feel like that's appropriate. Or is it just me? Is this how the new thing is? Because my kids ask for water parks. My kids ask for skating parties, or they ask for trampoline parks or fun city stuff where like they have arcades, going out to dinner and a movie, going out to see a play, that kind of stuff. Like, those are the things that my kids request for their birthdays with friends, not a party at Ulta to get a makeover and a bunch of stuff. And it could very well be a thing that it's already happening and I'm just slow at this because my kids are not into that kind of stuff. My kids all don't have social media, so this isn't like something that's being influenced on them. Even my teenager. Now, my teenager can have social media behind my back, but she doesn't. And she doesn't really care to have it either, which is wonderful because I could see the difference between my daughter and other girls her age, how they are very into certain things and my kids like, that's not me kind of stuff. But anyway, that's not my point. The point is this a new trend? Is this something that I am going to be expected to see more often? Because I had no idea that this was even allowed. This was even something that was a possibility. And I'm not even going to announce it to my kids because I don't want any of them to ask me for this. Because one, I don't know how much this is. Two, like, be a kid. Be a kid. I don't understand this. Like, for me, even recently, I was just having a talk with somebody about so many activities that kids are involved in now that life just goes too fast because we're always on the go with something. And we have a rule in my house that we don't do any sports at all during the summertime. Once school's out, we finish off whatever sport we're doing. We don't sign up for summer camp. We don't sign up for any kind of thing minus like a week church of maybe like vacation Bible study, that kind of stuff, then yes. But not something where you're involved in a sport where we have to still drive you around during the summertime. In the summer, I allow, and I kind of like have a rule where be a kid, go outside, get bored, figure out how to unbore yourself. There is no electronics. No, you're not sitting on the iPad. You're going outside, you're riding your bike, you're digging in the dirt, you're gardening, figure it out. I have always been an advocate of just letting a kid be a kid. And in the summer, my kids genuinely just play with the neighbor kids. I don't know. My kids will come in and tell me, Mom, I'm hot. I'm like, find shade. Don't come inside. Figure it out. Find shade. You gotta let them be kids. And my thing is like, I remember being a kid and just figuring stuff out. And I want my kids to do that. I want my kids' imagination to flourish. I want them to be able to problem solve. I want them to be bored to then figure out how to unbore themselves without mom and dad coming to the rescue every time. Like, that's not how I raise my kids. So I'm like, whatever, just don't come in. I said, I'll call you when lunch is ready. I'll call you when I need you to come inside. Other than that, goodbye. These are your boundaries where you're allowed to roam around and be. I even sometimes will hear my kids argue and I don't get involved. I'm like, no, you guys have to figure out how to, be yourselves and problem solve and all that stuff. I'm trying to be I'm trying just for my kids to be kids. Like, my kids are not on electronics often, which is wonderful. I like to go hiking. I like to go take walks. We'll take walks with the kids. We'll ride bikes with them. But for me to have a birthday party for one of my kids at Ulta, like, I think that's just a bit much. I wonder if Sephora is catching on, or is it just my Ulta that does this? And they knew somebody, maybe the parent works at Ulta or a family member works at Ulta and they were able to pull strings, and this isn't just a thing. This is just like a one-time deal that they did for somebody that they knew. Like, I'm still trying to figure this out. I am still trying to figure out what in the world does this party entail? Because even the mom that was attending with her child was kind of like a little bit of a skeptic. Like, she didn't understand what, how, where, you know what I mean? Like, all the details of it. And I am curious. I never followed up with my sister to ask her because obviously it was like a friend of a friend or something like that. But I'd like to know, is this something that happens in your local Ulta, or if you've heard of somebody have it there? I am not on TikTok. I don't often go on social media to just scroll because I just don't have the time. Maybe that's why my YouTube channel is hindered, because I'm not part of the trendy stuff. But it's just, I don't know. I'm a little bit appalled. I don't know, taken back, confused. Is it only the rich people that do this? I don't know. I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. Ponder on this. Okay, we're going to do the lower lash line. Ooh, I have a splinter on my finger and I don't know how. All right, got that out. I don't know how I ended up with a splinter right there. I've been here the whole time. I don't remember. We're going to grab wedge right here and we're just going to put this on the lower lash line. Yeah. So that's my latest news, you guys. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit pulled, taken aback by this, because I just can't see anybody in my area unless they're wealthy to be doing this. I could be wrong. I'm just not with the in crowd. That's my latest. I do have my birthday era is over in this house, thank God. So I don't have to worry about it. The good thing is that my kids don't really request anything elaborate when it comes to their birthdays, which is nice. And we do try to do our best to grant their wishes. My kids are really good when it comes to their birthdays. And they're not so extravagant. Can I say that about other family members? Not so much. And then others are being raised with these expectations that anything you buy them, oh Lord, you could tell by their face expressions they're annoyed. I can only say that my kids are the way that they are, but you can't help other people's kids, right? They're the ones raising them. They're the ones that are having to deal with them, not me. I will let you guys know if my kids ever get invited to one of these Ulta parties, because that's a little bit fascinating to me. Can adults? I wonder if adults can have parties there, like me wanting to have a party there. I wonder if, like, my friends. That'd be silly though, wouldn't it? All right, so we're going to use BFF liner. Still trying to use this up. I received this like over the holiday season. This is a Rare Beauty tinted lip oil in Delight. So I want to try this out. And it's like this color, so. All right, guys, so here's the final look. I will tell you, these shadow sticks are amazing. Can I get any closer to you guys? Look at that. They're just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Those colors are gorgeous. In person, it just looks like some sort of like glisten on my eyes. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I absolutely love it, you guys. I love how this whole look turned out. Even this lip oil has like a, not a tingling, but like a minty feel to it. And I like it over that lip liner. Makes our lips look juicy. I like how everything turned out today, you guys. Really, really liked it. All right, I will leave. Normally when I edit, I leave little annotations of how things wore throughout the day. So I will let you guys know how it is. Also, let me know. I'd really like to know if this Ulta birthday party thing is a thing happening. Is it something that is actually being done? Or is it just like, it was just like a one-time thing in my area that it just so happened I heard about? Because I've never seen it advertised. I've never seen it being told. So I'm just curious. I would love to know if this is something you guys are aware of, or anybody that works at an Ulta could let me know. I don't know. This is all that I was told. I didn't see it myself. I've just heard about it. So I'm just curious to know. All right, guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys on the video on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then.